Hi everyone, welcome to the overview of business analytics provided to you by Madrid Software Training Solutions. I am Karuna Mangla and I am a data scientist as well as a data science mentor. I wanted to give you this brief overview of business analytics to get your feet wet before taking a dive into the course altogether. So let's get started. Data is the contemporary fuel is a notorious quote pinpointing the demanding sense of data and to flawlessly symbolize data as an organic material. Data can be considered an elementary resource that is required in further processing before literally being of use. And day by day, the data is increasing in our cloud storages. This is indicative from the graph as well, which states that the researchers from the IDC claiming for more than 20 zettabytes of data availability by today. For the real time analysis of data, organizations are employing business analytics to facilitate remarkable decision making. Real time analysis has come up as a looming business tool that is shifting the conventional methods of doing business and requires a business analyst to perform the job, which leads to the next logical question: what is business analytics? Though the question seems simple and straightforward, there sometimes seem a great mystery surrounding this field, as there has been quite a buzz around the terms like data analysis, data science, business analytics, business intelligence, and so on and so forth. Through this representation, I aim to address all the relevant aspects of business analytics that can eventually help our viewers to understand the scope of business analytics. The very term business analytics or BA holds the key to decipher the true meaning of it. While business refers to any organized commercial activity, the true meaning of analytics can be a bit tough to pinpoint. Analytics can be understood as a study that concerns itself with the scientific interpretation of the data, entrusting a range of pre existing fields of study such as mathematics, statistics, and information technology. Business analytics is the process of inspecting the gigantic and motley data sets, commonly known as the big data, to divulge the varied connections, correlations, trends, partnerships, customer behavior, statistical patterns, and other meaningful inferences that aid organizations to make better business decisions. Now, everyone is interested in knowing how this is supposed to help us. So, here's the answer. The insights drawn from the analysis basically prompt novel possibilities for augmentation, formulate businesses to modify in market dynamics, and locate organizations to resist troublesome new aspirants in the respective industries, aiding the business heads with the following things: fast answers to any and all business queries, enabling real time analysis of huge data with quick navigation to various projects, identifying cross selling and upselling opportunities, integrating budgeting and planning process to centralized application, knowing your business with key metrics and report, better decision making process by eliminating guesswork. The components of business analytics involve defining objective. An easy to perceive and comprehensible document should be drawn out for every business query. Data aggregation. Before analysis, data must be accumulated, streamlined, and cleaned up to escape replication, and filtered to eliminate incomplete data. Data can be aggregated from transactional data and volunteer data. Data mining. In order to recognize and acknowledge prior undefined data trends and patterns, models are designed through massive data. Data mining exploits various statistical techniques to obtain interpretation, such as classification, regression technique, and clustering. The analytical methodology includes and may have further stages. Text mining data is also assembled in the form of textual information from social media websites, call center scripts, blog comments, etc., to drive powerful connections indexes that are used to develop new items most in demand, promote user services and experiences, and analyze opponent performance. Forecasting future events or behaviors based on previous data can be forecasted by scrutinizing processes that take place during a particular season or period. For example, retail sales for the holiday and energy consumption for city in summer. Evaluation and validation might also be known as the optimization. The organizations are continuously revealing the best possible opportunities and promising actions via designing interesting simulation techniques like to identify peak sales price and spike in demand to scale production, major opportunity slots for sales, promotions, and new items. Data visualization, knowledge, and observation extracted from data can be conferred with extremely interactive graphs to outline exploratory data analysis, modeling results, and numerical forecasting. The person once knows how and when to play with the data, he can apply suitable analytical tools to extract influential insights from data and make imperative advantages. So, here are the four stages of business analytics. Descriptive analytics, an application of prime statistical technique that explains what a dataset contains. The main two techniques used are data aggregation and data mining. That signify this method is used for understanding the elemental behavior and not to make predictions. Diagnostic analytics. This categorization of analytics provides an understanding of the dataset and its deportment or conduct as to why it behaves the way it does. Predictive analytics, an advanced statistical application or a research method to figure out predictive variables and make predictive models determining patterns and relationships among variables. Prescriptive analytics, an application of decision system, management science, and operation research methodologies to conduct appropriate use of admissible resources. These, set, these stages are supposed to be followed owing to the facts to their maturity stages. For example, the descriptive analysis uses the summary statistics on past data to describe what has happened. For example, how satisfied the customers are, how many orders were fulfilled versus returned by different product categories. And this is why this is the first stage. Diagnostic analytics uses descriptive or statistical methods to discover why it happened. What are the main reasons for orders to return, or which type of customers are more likely to return the orders? The predictive analysis use statistical or machine learning models to predict what could happen. For example, predict order volume for different products for next month, which customers are likely to churn or stop their services. And that is why this is the third stage. The last stage or the most mature stage of the business analytics is the prescriptive analytics, which uses the optimization, machine, and deep learning models to decide what should we do. For example, supply chain optimization, YouTube suggestion, recommendation systems, chatbots, digital assistants like Alexa, Siri, etc. So, the whole process of the data analytics or the business analytics can be done in the following steps. First is the addressing the problem or understanding the business. Initially, business problems are need to be addressed. The purpose of applying analytics is sometimes designated categorically or broken into parts. So relevant data is selected to address these business problems by business users or business analysts equipped with domain knowledge. Some examples are keeping modeling for a postpaid subscription, fraud detection for credit card users, or customer analysis for a mortgage profile. Business experts define parameters for the analytical process, which is crucial for assuring general understanding of the goal. Second is identifying potential interest from data, which is covered by the data requirements, data collection, data understanding, etc. All the resources of data having potential interest are required to identify. The key asset in this step is more the data, the better it is. All the data will then be accumulated and consolidated in a data warehouse or mart or at a spreadsheet file. Some exploratory data analysis is executed to the computation for missing data, removing outliers and transforming variables. So then comes the inspecting data, which is the data preparation. Once moving to the analytics step, an analytical model will be predicted on the prepared and transformed data using statistical analysis techniques like correlation and hypothesis testing. The analyst figures out all parameters in connection with the target variable. The business expert also performs regression analysis to make simple predictions depending upon the business objective. In this step, data is also often reduced, divided, crumbled, and compared with various groups to derive powerful insights from the data. Interpretation and evaluation by experts comes as the next step. Finally, after obtaining model results, business experts interpret and evaluate them. Results may be clusters, rules, relations, or trends known as analytical models derived from applying analytics. Experts use predictive techniques like decision trees, neural networks, logistic regression to reveal the patterns and insights that show the relationship and invisible indication of the most persuasive variables. Several prediction models are executed to select the best performing model with the best model accuracy and its consequences. But yet, to explore unknown though engaging and tribal patterns are challenging that can add value to the data and convert it into turnout opportunities. Optimization of the best possible solution is comes before deployment. Once the analytic model has been validated and approved, the analyst will apply predictive model coefficients and conclusions to derive what if conditions, using the defined to optimize the best solution within the given limitations and constraints. Necessary considerations are how to serve model output in a user friendly way, how to integrate it, how to confirm the monitoring of the analytical model accurately. An optimal solution is chosen on the basis of the lowest error, management objectives, and identification of model coefficients. Decision making and estimate conclusions. Analysts then would make decisions and endure action based on the conclusions derived from the model in accordance with the predefined business problems. Span of period is accounted for the estimation of conclusion. The upgrade performance system, which comes as the maintenance, is the last step involved. At last, the outcome of decision, action, and the conclusion conducted from the model are documented and updated into a database. This helps in changing and upgrading the performance of the existing system. Some queries are updated, like were the decision and action impactful? What was the return or investment? How was the analysis group compared with the regulating class? The performance based database is continuously updated once the new insight or knowledge is extracted. The business analytics techniques can be deployed in industry where data is conquered and handy to obtain business solutions through concerned data. As business analysts grapple with a number of problems that range from sourcing data to create predictive models, tools that specialize in different fields are put to use, and a good business analyst must know how to use all of them, or at least some of them. So, multiple BI tools are implemented in an organization to obtain a competing asset in the market. Some of them are Power BI, the most important tool for report generating through the means of visualization. Power BI, Tableau, ClickView, allows the user to quickly create interesting, complex, and detailed graphs or the dashboards that can magnify the impact of a report. The good aspect of this tool is that it is easy to use and requires less data preparation in order to get the desired output. Next comes the MS Excel, one of the most basic yet widely used and effective tool. The importance of MS Excel in the field of business analytics can be understood from realizing the difference between a sword and a needle. While for performing the complex operations of data extraction, model development, and report generation, there are several heavyweight tools. MS Excel, on the other hand, sometimes is used at the very end or sometimes in the very beginning to provide an easy, user interactive experience to gain quick insights regarding the data or the final output. Then comes Python. One of the most advanced tools, Python allows the user to perform multiple things. Python can be used to perform basic steps such as data cleaning to a complex aspect of analytics that includes the development of various kinds of models. The development of highly complex machine learning and deep learning model is particularly effective through this tool. Python also allows us to create reports and has libraries for visualization, but it is up to the user to use them or use the dedicated visualization tools. Next comes R. This statistical tool created by the statisticians for the statisticians allows a business analyst to perform all the descriptive and inferential statistics along with the development of statistical models. If compared to Python, it has a bit of a steep learning curve, but this eventually pays off as it has a large community of users and is respected in the world of corporate as well as academia. And the last comes SQL. It is among the most important tools as SQL queries allow the user to easily filter out and create subsets of an otherwise large dataset. By having the relevant amount of data, the analyst can quickly start working on the cleaning of the data, then creating models out of SQL. SQL sometimes is used with other tools such as OmniSci or Zeppelin by Apache, where Postgres is also used. The last comes the exciting areas of application of being a business analyst or where the business analytics is performed in industry. So here are a few: gaming, fraud detection, speech recognition like in Siri, image recognition like in Facebook, price comparison, which is the real time or the time series analysis, or the recommender system as in Netflix or YouTube. Where various career sectors also perform or enable the user or the student to apply as the business analyst in various sectors for the various recruiters. For example, for the websites like as Snapdeal, Make My Trip, Flipkart, Rediff, etc. IT sectors are full of it. Telecom sectors, banking sectors, and the niche analytics with the absolute data, fractal analytics, Mu Sigma, ZS Associates, and the captive firms. This was all with the data and the business analytics by Madrid. Thank you.